Let's have a bit of fun till I downfall. My love, if you feel like I do right now, don't say you're on the run to the other side.
Yo voy a cantar esta canción para mi gente, con una pasión tan fuerte. Ay, 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 ahora sigo cantando y sigo gozando, yo sigo cantando y sigo gozando.
Hey, what's up, you guys? It's Jose. Oh, excuse me for that. I just got knocked out by a bull, and I guess I have a concussion, and I just felt like vlogging about it. I don't remember that much, but I couldn't remember absolutely anything. But when my memory's coming back, we're going to the hospital to get checked. My body was weak. I couldn't even get up, and feeling much better, but I have a big headache. I have a small headache now. Anyways, I'm vlogging, and we're going to the doctor. See you guys soon. Thank God. Hey, what's up, you guys? How are you guys doing? My name is Jose, and welcome to Bunch of Durans. Today's topic is going to be a pretty serious topic, and it's more of an awareness. Right?
Yes.
Yeah. More of an awareness. You want to take it?
Your discretion.
Your discretion is advised?
Yeah.
Yeah, I just want to say that even though some games are fun, yeah, they may be fun, but you really have to take precautions, especially with kids, even adults. And it's something that happened to Jose that really affected the whole family. And yeah, that's why we have not been vlogging or just posted any videos, because it was something serious that affected all of us. And we just wanted to share with you guys that even though a lot of games may be fun, just be careful, especially with kids, like I said.
Abba, rightfully said. Well, what happened is, this happened about 2 weeks ago, that we went to my dad's birthday party, and they had a mechanical bull. So Freshie here,
I was about to get on.
He wanted to mount. He wanted to try the mechanical bull, and I pulled out my camera because I wanted to record it, and then he backed off.
And then Jose went on and then told me to record.
So yeah, so he's like, "Hey, I'm scared," and I go, "All right, fine, whatever. I'll go on first." So I gave him my phone so he could record, and let's check out the footage, and then we'll talk about All right, so we're back. So obviously you guys saw what happened.
Wait, let me just say from my point of view first that when Evan told me that he was gonna get on it, you know, I was like, okay, but it kind of scared me, freaked me out a little bit because he's young, and you never know, never know what could happen. But
Because what could happen actually happened.
yeah. Jose decided that he wanted to go on, and he went on it. And
Well, the thing is, you have to be really aware of the situation. We do obviously recommend that whoever is taking care of the control switch for the bull knows what he's doing. Not that I'm blaming. I'm not putting anyone's blame on it. It was a freak accident. So it happened. No big deal. I'm not blaming anyone, nothing like that. But just to be aware of, even though it may have been a fun thing to have, you just have to be really careful about obviously who's controlling the bull. And making sure all the safety precautions are right there.
I think that at the beginning, I'm not sure if they might have checked it or not.
Yeah, we had.
But
it was right there, sitting down. Nobody was inspecting anything, and of course, we didn't catch it. Nobody caught it.
Yeah.
Who knew? Who would know?
I mean, these things happen. But maybe the precaution that we could take as adults is just try things on its own before
someone mounts on, mess with it, and check the emergency switch. The emergency button, and just kind of mess with it before anyone goes on, especially if kids are going to go in. Definitely have an experienced adult taking care of all that, and also I guess also make it aware that if you feel like you're gonna get dropped off the bull, kind of like swerve away from it, because like you saw, I felt like right next to it. I don't remember that part, by the way, of me falling and getting hit, which is the reason for this video. But I think Sebastian, you were gonna say something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
When your dad wasn't even at the house yet, and I saw this guy with a blue and white sweater. I saw him walking to the control button, and then he just switched like a black thing, like the switch.
Oh, I see. Well, let me just dive a little bit more into what happened, because obviously Jose couldn't remember a lot of things, and this is the part where really freaks out, because excuse me if I get emotional, but like I said, this is something that affected all of us. So I seen him fall off, and as we all know, and if you guys didn't know, Mr. Jose Duran over here is a jokester by nature. So he fell off, and I thought he was just playing around because it looked like he was fine. He just got up, like he was trying to get away from it so he won't get hit, and then he got hit, and he was trying to get up, and we were kind of laughing. Yeah, it was funny, but then he just laid down. He laid down. Go bring her water, please. Okay. 3 ounces. So he just laid down.
I laid back down.
Yeah, he laid back down, and he wasn't moving. Like, he was just looking straight up to the sky. And at that moment, I knew something was not right. So that's when I ran towards him, and I was looking at him, and he just really looked dazed out. Like, he didn't know what the heck was going on. I kept asking him questions. He would respond okay, but still kind of dazed out.
And that part I don't remember.
And he doesn't remember nothing about that.
So all I remember is telling Evan, fine, I'll go first. I got on top of the bull like you guys saw, and I waved, something like that, to everyone. And then the bull moved, boom, that's it. I don't remember falling, getting kicked off the bull, and I don't remember the hit, and I don't remember...
When you rolled up your sleeves.
I don't remember
nothing.
rolling up my sleeves. I don't remember going from... So what happened right after that is, I guess, I got off the mat, and we went to the back, to like an alley, and they had a chair for me, and...
Well, let me say, because you probably don't remember.
From that, I have no idea what happened.
So when he fell off, we pulled him aside a little bit, but he was still on the, what is it, that jumper thing on the mat, and we were asking him questions, and we were asking him if he knew where he was at, and he did not know where he was at. He couldn't remember anybody's name, and he couldn't remember anything, period. So that's when we got him out. We sat him on a chair, still in the area, and he looked so pale.
Luckily, my cousin Francisco's wife was there.
She was there, and she was the one who guided us throughout everything because she had experience being a nurse. So she was a major help, and we really thank her for that because I didn't know much. She was telling us the signs to look for and if he got worse, and she was the one who actually recommended me to take him to the ER. And because of her, I mean, I'm glad that I could say that he's fine, because towards the end of the day I did end up taking him to the ER, but we'll get into that a little bit more. So he wasn't, before he got on, he had not eaten because he had gone to work, and so he really grubbed. He stuffed his face with, what did they have? Did they have birria?
Birria.
They had birria.
And they had
Burgers.
nachos.
And nachos.
And nachos.
And
So
bread.
he ate so much. He was so full. We have no idea why in the world he goes on the bull when he just finished eating.
I wasn't thinking.
He wasn't thinking, obviously. Being the silly person he is, he just got on it. Well, anyways.
I wasn't planning on getting on, by the way.
I was planning on to get
Yeah,
it.
once we saw it, we're like, oh, let's go, get on the bull, and then it just, that's it. Oh, let's get on the bull. And
Yeah. So, Blanca, she was there to help us out. And she was actually Googling. She even called the ER. She was really such a help. And she was guiding us, and she told us that...
and all that I don't remember.
because he had honestly lost his memory for, I want to
Quite
say
a
about
while.
30 minutes. He couldn't remember who I was. He couldn't remember where he was at.
Where
He
he
couldn't
worked.
remember any names. All he was asking for is that he needed space and that he needed to look at a certain spot because he was feeling very dizzy. So Blanca guided us that for him, in order to feel better, he had to throw up everything up what he had eaten, and it will make him feel better. And sure enough, he ended up doing that, and that's when he started getting more, he started remembering little details, not exactly everything of where he was, who I was, and stuff like that. And that's the point where I freaked out, because having someone by your side and for them not to remember you or your family, it's hard. It's really hard. Yeah.
Cringy.
But does he learn? He doesn't learn.
Cringy.
I don't know. So, I mean, that's just the person he is, and that's how we love him. Just being silly, but sometimes we just need to be a little bit more careful. Especially, I mean, not saying that I didn't want this to happen to Evan. I don't want this to happen to anyone, but
It was good that it happened to me.
no, I don't
Yeah.
mean it in that way.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
It's better that it happened to me and not to Evan.
Because it could have been fatal to me.
Yeah. So what happened is basically I got a concussion, and that's the awareness that we're trying to say. So yeah, like what she was saying, to make things shorter or whatever, I got on the bull. I remember that. Once I got knocked out, from that point to being in the alley, and the only reason I knew it was like 30 minutes was because because Blanca was like, you know what, it's been 30 minutes and I don't think he's okay. We should take him to the hospital. And that's when I said, wait a minute, it's been 30 minutes. I don't remember what happened. I lost 30 minutes of
life.
Of everything, yeah. So I couldn't remember nothing from me waving. I don't remember that.
From falling.
So then I remember someone was in front of me, and I go, hey, can you just move out of the way because I need to focus on a certain, because I was just dizzy as heck. I was so nauseous. I want to throw up. So that's when she said, you know, I think it'd be best if you throw up because that would make you feel much better. So I did. So I just kind of shook my head very quickly, like it just went like that, and I was hoping nobody was next to me. I go, hey, is anybody on this side? And she said no. So I just yacked it all out. From that point on, I started feeling better. But of course, it's always best to go to the doctor and get a professional.
Yeah, so we checked his head and we took some pictures. So here are some pictures of it. So yeah, that's what he had on his head, and Blanca was telling us that if that part of his head, if it was squishy, that it wasn't good, so that it would be best if I took him to the ER. So I followed what she said because obviously she knew what she was talking about, and it's like she was sent from God to guide us. I don't know. Thank you, Blanca.
Yeah, because she lives up north, so
she drove from how far?
From San Jose, I think.
San Jose, so yeah, so it's quite a distance for her to be there. It's like, wow. And we also recorded a little clip in the hospital, so we want to go ahead and share that too. Here you go.
Confessions of confessions of a concussion.
Please leave your message for Don.
All right, so
Yeah.
that's pretty much what happened.
Yes, you guys can kind of see that when we were at the hospital. I may have been talking pretty well on that video, but I was really slurring a lot.
Oh, he
when we were waiting.
was. Yeah.
So I was telling her, I
He couldn't talk. He was very slow and stuttering.
That's how I was talking basically for quite a while at the hospital. And I would tell her, I remember saying, hey, let me try very hard to complete a sentence, a statement, and I just couldn't. So let's just say if I want to say, I love you today, then tomorrow, I would be like, I couldn't finish a whole sentence. And then of course, it took us a while to get checked. I did take a CT scan. They did take a CT scan, got on that little machine. And thank God that everything came out pretty good. Obviously, they said that I did get a concussion. What a concussion is, it's basically like a big impact on your head that causes your brain to hit your skull. And I guess it just shook it. So then after that, so that happened. Okay, got that, went back, picked up the boys, and then we came back home. Unfortunately, I had to go to work the next day, early in the morning. We got home like at 12, around 12 o'clock.
Around 12, yeah.
So luckily, I was able to. I regained my memory. By the way, I think once we were at the hospital around that time, things were coming back. So I was great. So then we got home. I knocked out. I unfortunately had to go to work the next day, and this was 2 weeks after. So past the time of what happened, I was literally just dizzy, nauseated for like a whole week, like literally 24/7, and it's a bad feeling. Like literally, so I would wake up. Let's just say I woke up right now. It would take me about maybe half an hour to actually get out of bed because my head was spinning, and then once I'm out of bed, I would have to sit down. And by point A of getting out of bed, waking up to actually being able to do something, it would literally be about an hour and a half to do something. Because the whole time, I'm like, and I couldn't.
Trying to balance yourself.
Yeah, I couldn't do quick movement. I for reals just have to like be very slowly looking, making my turns. And I still had to go to work. So I got through it, thank God. But it's just not a good feeling at all. Imagine being, let's just say, hungover for about a week. Literally, it kind of took about 7, 8, 9 days to like fully recover. So I'm much better now. But I was really scared because that same night that we got home, obviously the doctor tells you if you start to have major headaches and a lot of dizziness, you need to come back. So that night I woke up wanting to throw up. So our battery ran out, so I just connected the charger. So anyways, to end this video, just be very careful when you're gonna do something like that. If you guys, I mean, it was very fun. Well, I don't think it was fun because we
Well, the beginning was.
we were there for like maybe
about an hour,
and then we just ended up just being at the hospital for like 5 hours or so. So it wasn't fun. But moral of the story is definitely when you're gonna have stuff like that, make sure you like inspect it, test it out before anybody mounts on a mechanical bull. Safety first, of course. Let the people that mount know that if you're feeling like you're gonna get off, kind of jump off instead of like. I had no idea what I was doing. Obviously, I got knocked out. It's a concussion. I got a concussion. It's very serious because I hear stories of people losing their memories, people
going into comas,
losing their sight, and this is like weeks or months after the situation. So I've been very careful. I make sure I'm not doing any athletic stuff because I'm a professional bodybuilder and a part-time UFC fighter.
Yeah, sure.
So I stopped fighting bears.
Sure. And that is why we haven't been really up to date right now with YouTube, because we've been taking it slow and just appreciating our time together as a family. But it came to the conclusion that we wanted to share this just for awareness.
Yes.
Yeah, so you guys, anything you want to say?
Anything you guys want
How
to
you
say?
felt?
Oh, I was crying.
You know,
When they left already, we were like, your sister let us in a room. When we stayed there the whole time, we didn't do anything else. And then when they asked if we wanted to get on the bull, I was done. I was like, nope, no thanks. Because at first I was like, yeah, I want to get on. But after that incident, I was like, no.
Bless you.
I was negative.
I saw Isaac go in it.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, he was like holding on.
Did you want to say anything about it?
How
were you
I
feeling?
felt?
Siéntate bien.
Okay.
You were scared?
How I felt
You were
was
gonna die?
when he got hurt, when Jose got hurt, I just like felt sad in my heart.
Yeah.
And then when you took him to the doctors, I was not crying.
You were in the...
Pokemon cards were just gone.
Yeah, so I was trying to keep it together, but I did lose it. I started bawling for a little bit because I couldn't.
Because it's a very serious thing. It wasn't just me hitting my head. It was actually getting knocked out and losing my memory, and then having had a big bump on my head straight.
He also had a giant scratch on his leg.
Oh yeah.
Big, it's already gone. I still have a little bit of pain here from my muscle. Like my muscle still hurts a little bit, but that's about it. So point of the story is be very careful, be very safe.
Double check on everything that you do. That could be...
Like me speaking.
It's not being not cool. It's basically, it could save a life. You know, because I literally could have just like gone to a coma or whatever. You know, whatever bad thing could have happened. It could have happened. So this wasn't like a little thing. It was actually a big thing. And I'm very fortunate that I'm still here, that I know who these kids are. You know, at some point I didn't know none of them. So I think I knew Megan Fox. No, I'm just kidding. I didn't know who she was. Which is, oh my gosh, I didn't know who she was.
By the way, he's like totally in love with Megan forever. So.
Hey Megan, like that song was made for her, right? Hey Megan, do you love me?
No. Anyways, cut.
Alright,
Alright, guys.
Well, thank you guys for tuning into our channel. This was a serious episode. Sorry about that, but the best thing that we could do, obviously, is to be able to provide proper information for you guys out there. We're a family content show, not content show, and whatever we can do to make you guys' families' lives much better. Obviously, that is what we're here for. But anyways, be careful out there. Know what a concussion is. do your history. Do not just, you know, if this was to have happened to you or just anyone, don't just push it aside. You know, go to the doctor, get a professional opinion, because anything could have happened. If I would have just gone home, I think maybe I would have been okay, but maybe I might have not been okay. So it's best to just go get checked out, and God willing, everything works out. So God is first, everything else is second, and we'll see you guys in the next episode. Thank you guys for
tuning into our channel. Make sure you hit the subscribe button down below.
And like the video.
Yeah. And hit that notification bell for you to get notified whenever we upload.
Yes, and whenever we upload.
Besitos.
Alright guys, we'll see you guys in the next one.
Bye.
Peace.